everyone, myself Henna Shah, Assistant Professor at LG Institutes of Engineering and Technology. So today we are going to discuss few more topics of Laplace transforms. So let us start with the first topic, that is unit step function, or it is also known as Heaviside function. So let us start with the definition. So unit step function is defined as ut minus a, that is equals to 0 for t less than a and 1 for t greater than a. So let us see the graph of unit step function. So you can see for t less than a, here the function is 0 and for t greater than a the function is 1. Hence this type of function is known as unit step function. Okay. So now let us find the Laplace transform of unit step function. So we all know ut minus a, that is unit step function, is defined as 0 and 1 for t less than a and t greater than a. Now whenever we want to find Laplace transform, we will use the definition, that is Laplace of f of t, that is integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. Fine. Now here our function is ut minus a. So integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st ut minus a dt. Now ut minus a is in two parts. So let us divide the integration in two parts, that is from 0 to a plus a to infinity. Now here in 0 to a you can see the function is 0. So write 0 over here. Now in a to infinity our function, that is ut minus a, is 1. So 1 times dt. So this is gone. Now just integrate this. So integration will be e raised to minus st upon minus s, and your limits are e to infinity. Fine. So now let us put the limits. Firstly take out minus 1 upon s common. If you put infinity it will be e raised to minus infinity. Now minus, if you put a, it will be minus e raised to minus as. Done. Now e raised to minus infinity, we all know it is 0. So final answer of Laplace of ut minus a will be equals to what? E raised to minus as upon s, right? This you have to remember also as a formula. Now let us start with the second shifting theorem. So let us state the statement. So if Laplace of f of t is equals to f of s, then Laplace of f of t minus a ut minus a will be equals to e raised to minus as f of s. So here we have multiplication of unit step function. So we have to apply second shifting theorem, right? So firstly let us prove this theorem. So whenever we want to prove, we will use this definition, that is Laplace of f of t, that is integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt, right? This is the definition. Here we want to find Laplace of f of t minus a ut minus a. So in place of f of t, here we will write what? F of t minus a ut minus a. Now we know that unit step function is defined as ut minus a is equals to 0 and 1 for t less than a and t greater than a. Now let us multiply this with f of t minus a, right? So on multiplication you will have 0 when t less than a and f of t minus a for t greater than a, right? So now let us put this value in our integration. So our integration will only start from a to infinity, because from 0 to a the answer is 0, right? So what we will have finally, integration a to infinity e raised to minus st f of t minus a dt. Now in order to solve this, we will assume our t minus a as u. Therefore our t is equals to a plus u. Therefore dt will be equals to du. Now let us change the limits also. So whenever t is a, if you put here a, you will go to 0, and whenever t is infinity, you will tend to infinity. So finally Laplace of f of t minus a ut minus a will be equals to integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus s a plus u f of u du. Now this is constant e raised to minus as. So let us take it that outside. integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus su f of u du. Now this is the definition of Laplace transform, right? So we can write it as f of s. Hence Laplace of f of t minus a ut minus a is equals to e raised to minus as f of s. Fine. This is our second shifting theorem. Okay, so let us understand this using examples. So we have to find Laplace transform of e raised to minus 3t ut minus 2. Here on looking at the unit step function, we all know that we have to apply second shifting theorem. That is Laplace of f of t minus a ut minus a is equals to what? E raised to minus as f of s. So let us write our example, that is Laplace of e raised to minus 3t ut minus 2. Now here you can see whenever there is t minus a in the function also we should have t minus a. So let us modify this and write it in the form of t minus a. So e raised to minus 3 t minus 2. If you are doing minus 2 you have to do plus 2 ut minus 2, right? Now we can modify this as Laplace of e raised to minus 6 e raised to minus 3 t minus 2 ut minus 2, right? Now this is constant, so we can take it outside, that is e raised to minus 6 outside. Laplace of e raised to minus 3t minus 2 ut minus 2. Now you can see this function is in this form. So answer will be what? E raised to minus as. E raised to minus as. But here our a is 2. So e raised to minus 2s. F of s means Laplace of. Here our f of t is what? E raised to minus 3t. Right? So just we have to find the Laplace of this and we are done. So final answer is e raised to minus 2s minus 6 into Laplace of this, that is we know 1 upon s plus 3. So this is our final answer. Okay, so let us move on to our next example. So we have to find Laplace transform of t square into ut minus 2. Fine. So again we have to apply the second shifting theorem, that is Laplace of f of t minus a ut minus a is equals to e raised to minus as f of s. So again we have to modify this function in the form of f of t minus a ut minus a. So what we will write here, t minus 2 plus 2 whole square into ut minus 2. Now first we need to simplify this using the formula of a plus b whole square, that is a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? So consider t minus 2 as a and this as b and simplify and also apply the linearity property. So we will have Laplace of t minus 2 whole square, multiply this also ut minus 2, right? Plus now we will have 2ab. So we will have 4 times Laplace of t minus 2 into ut minus 2, right? And lastly we will have b square. So 2 square, that will be 4 Laplace of ut minus 2, right? Now just apply the second shifting theorem. Answer will be what? E raised to minus as. Again a is 2. So e raised to minus 2s Laplace of what? T square. Ignore this 2 and whatever remains is your function. So t square will come. Again we will have answer as 4 times e raised to minus 2s. Ignore this 2. So Laplace of t. And lastly we know that Laplace of ut minus a, right? We know the formula of this. It will be e raised to minus as upon s. So answer of this will be 4 into e raised to minus 2s upon s. Just write the Laplace transform of these two and we will get our final answer. So here the answer will be e raised to minus 2s into 2 factorial upon s cube plus 4 times e raised to minus 2s 1 upon s square. And lastly we have 4 times e raised to minus 2s upon s. Now you can simplify this by taking out e raised to minus 2s common. So final answer will be 2 upon s cube plus 4 upon s square plus 4 upon s. So this is our required answer, right? So now let us move on to our next topic, that is Dirac delta function. So our Dirac delta function is defined as delta t minus a, that is limit epsilon tends to 0 f of t, where our f of t is defined as 0, 1 upon epsilon and 0, where t less than a less or equals to t less or equals to a plus epsilon and t greater than a plus epsilon. So from the definition you can see that our function exists only in a to a plus epsilon, everywhere else it is 0, right? So now let us find the Laplace transform of Dirac delta function. Okay, so firstly let us write our Dirac delta function, that is delta t minus a, that is equals to limit epsilon tends to 0 f of t, right, where our f of t is equals to 0, 1 upon epsilon and 0, right? Here t less than a less or equals to t less or equals to a plus epsilon and t greater than a plus epsilon. Now again we will use our definition, that is Laplace of f of t, that is equals to integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. But here our function is delta t minus a, right? So integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st delta t minus a dt. Now we know our delta t minus a is limit epsilon tends to 0 firstly, and you can see our function f of t exists only in a to a plus epsilon, right? So our limits will of integration will be a to a plus epsilon e raised to minus st, and there our function is 1 upon epsilon times dt. Fine. So now let us take out firstly 1 upon epsilon outside of the integration and integrate this. So integration will be e raised to minus st upon minus s, right? And limits are a to a plus epsilon. Now put minus 1 upon s outside, limit epsilon tends to 0. Just put the limits in place of t. So it will be e raised to minus s times a plus epsilon minus e raised to minus as and upon epsilon. Now we can simplify this. So minus 1 upon s put outside, limit epsilon tends to 0. You can see from simplification we will have e raised to minus as into e raised to minus s epsilon minus e raised to minus as upon epsilon. Now we can take out this e raised to minus as outside. So minus e raised to minus as upon s, limit epsilon tends to 0. What will remain? E raised to minus s epsilon minus 1 upon epsilon. Now if you put 0 over here in place of epsilon, you will have e raised to 0, that will be 1, 1 minus 1 0, and in the denominator also you will get 0. So this is an indeterminate form, hence we have to apply L'Hopital's rule, right? So let us do the derivative of numerator and denominator separately. Firstly put this e raised to minus as upon s and this minus outside. Just do the derivative of the numerator. Firstly limit epsilon tends to 0. Do the derivative, so it will be e raised to minus s epsilon into minus s, right? Derivative of 1 will be 0 and derivative of epsilon will be 1, right? So now let us put limit epsilon tends to 0. If you put 0, e raised to 0 will be 1. So only what will remain? Minus e raised to minus as upon s into minus s. Now you can see this s and s will get cancelled out, minus minus plus. So Laplace of delta t minus a will be e raised to minus as. Now if you take a as 0, right, then Laplace of delta t will be equals to 1. So these both formulas you have to remember. Okay. So I hope you have understood throughout the session. Thank you for watching.